Good evening and good afternoon.
Yes, good morning. Good afternoon. And what else?
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning.
Yes, my name is Emily. I'm originally from the Philippines. I'm a happy wife. I'm a proud mom of one, special ed teacher by profession.
And my name's Mike, originally from Manchester, England, and we both now reside here in sunny Atlanta, Georgia, USA. And we are proud business owners, but extremely proud online business owners.
Yes, so we were actually just finished with our, how do you call it, a presentation in European Mastermind. So this earlier today, Mike went to the doctor for a doctor visit, and
Doctor
then
visit.
and then we have this European Mastermind. I forgot to post our pictures, but we are so happy that we were able to share our story globally. And
Yeah.
right now, my phone keeps ringing as well because I have quite a few people who are
Asking
asking
questions.
questions about. That's why I'm kind of like distracted.
You have to stay focused. She's kind
Yes.
of like a magpie. She sees something shiny and
But
so.
anyway, hello everyone! Tonight is all about how to learn something new, thrive in a digital world, and ultimately inspire others by building something of your own. So, we have a very interesting
Yeah.
topic tonight. And what is that, Beam?
That topic would be what nobody tells you about starting an online business.
Yeah, so
So,
yep, Mike and I are so happy you're here with us tonight. As you can see, I'm maybe a little more excited because I got another news from our business partner turns friends, and they are actually,
yeah, they're actually coming down to visit with us.
yes, um they actually just booked. So she said, get ready for fun. Hi, Ellie and Steve. If you are watching, we are super excited.
Yeah, can't wait for you to come and visit. So that's going to be great. Last time we saw them was when we were down at Florida, and that was actually the first time we'd met them. We'd spoke online, but the first time we met them in person at the convention down in Florida. So, but we get off track.
Yes. So our topic is something I think more people need to hear, what nobody tells you about starting an online business. So when you look online, you usually see the good parts of the flexibility. You see so many people talking about the flexibility, posting a lot of travels, people celebrating wins, and working from a laptop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you don't always see what happens behind the scenes, if you want to say, the doubts, the mistakes, the learning, the rejection, the frustration, and the days when you wonder, is this really working?
Absolutely. So earlier, I actually shared um, in the mastermind, European mastermind, that I Mike bought quite a few of this because I'm not a tech savvy and I was frustrated. And
She would break him. She'd smash him on the table because she was frustrated because she couldn't figure stuff out. So she'd smash them all up.
but don't be scared about that because it happens only if you don't ask for help. It happens only if you don't reach out to so many people in the community. So tonight, let's talk about the things people don't always tell you. Number one, you may feel lost in the beginning, especially if you are not following the step by step training. And I'm guilty of that because I want to learn everything, so I would skip some of the steps. So that's why in our new business partners, and did I say it right? With our new business partners, we always say, do not do what I did. Just follow the training, follow it step by step, and you're not gonna be frustrated. Don't go to that path that I how do you call it, Han?
Yeah, the path that she took, where hey, I know what I'm doing there. I'm just going to wing it and figure it out for myself. Don't do that. Just follow the steps.
Yes.
It's already done, and that way you don't get frustrated. And if you do have any issues
Mm-hmm.
or you stumble a little bit, that's where we're here to help you guide. So you can reach out to us and say, "Hey, I'm having problems with this."
Yes. So, and we always want to tell you that you don't have to know everything before you start. Hi Fatima, thank you for watching. So when we started, there were so many things we didn't know. Technology, like I said, I'm not tech savvy. Marketing, I know a little bit because we have traditional business. Creating content, definitely not my cup of tea.
Yeah, well, we would create some, but
Yeah.
not to the extent that we're doing now.
Yes.
But now it's obviously gotten a lot easier
Mm-hmm.
because we know how to do it now. So
Yeah, because of the step-by-step training.
yeah, and talking to people.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not. People always say I'm not a social butterfly.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn, but you learn by doing. Think about your first job. You didn't just walk in knowing everything. Somebody trained you. They would, okay, such a person's going to train you. You practiced and you made mistakes, and eventually you came better. It's the same scenario on with the online business. You're going to try some things and you will make mistakes, as we did.
Yes.
But at least if you do and you're not sure what you did, then you've got somebody to reach out to. Like if you start a new job and you make a mistake, they'll say, "Oh no, you did this wrong."
Mm-hmm. And then confidence doesn't always come before you start. Sometimes confidence comes before you started, because you get I don't know if that's the right term. You get motivated. You become courageous in doing things.
And the confidence comes because you started.
Yes.
That's the first brave step right there. Hey, I've started this, now let's go and do it. So that's your first point of confidence right there.
Yeah. So number two is the number two thing that nobody tells you about starting an online business is you have to work on yourself. Definitely, because I did that too. I used to think my mindset sometimes was very negative, like, oh, are there people who's gonna believe in me? Is their business really gonna work? Things like those. So you have to start working on yourself, especially the mindset. I thought I was starting a business. I didn't realize how much the business would challenge me in particular. Of course, in our traditional businesses in the past, we had also so many failure. And of course, when you are starting the 90th business, and also very new online business, who've never done this in the past, so of course you are scared of you to fail. You're scared to fail, and you're fearful of rejection, fearful of what people might say, because let's admit it, guys, this is an attraction marketing, and we are in front of the social media. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it kind of help when you are in front of the social media, if you are showing your face, because that's how you build trust, especially to those people that you don't know from around the world. If you are hiding and you're using the faceless marketing, and you're behind that screen, of course more and more people are gonna, is this person real, or is it AI? So that's why a lot of us develop confidence in facing the camera.
Yeah, and also the fear of what people might say is in any business. If when we opened a coffee shop, People would say, "Oh, what are you doing that for? There's loads of coffee shops. You know, how do you know you're going to be successful? You might. What if you fail? Look at all the money you're going to lose." That's it. But we had a passion that we wanted to do this, and we knew we could do it, and we knew we'd be successful at it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we did our due diligence and found out as much as we could about what we were doing. Same thing with the online business. People are all going to say what they're going to say, but you've got to.
You just have to focus on where you are going.
Yes.
Yes, and of course there is self-doubt. Like I said earlier, I question myself if I'm able, if I'm going to be successful in this, if I'm able to do it, because sometimes when things are very unfamiliar, you get to doubt yourself and you become impatient when you don't see results. Sometimes you see people that are already up there and you're still here, so you tend to compare yourself. But what I learned now is you don't compare your chapter 1 from someone else's chapter 7, because those are very different chapters, and also you don't know what they did in order to be in that level. The sleepless nights, the tears, maybe the time that they put into their business, and so many other variables.
Yeah, but then you'll hear people's as you come on board, you'll hear people's stories of what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some incredible things, and that's why they've gotten where they've got in such a short period of time. So, but just never compare your story, like Emily says, with somebody else's.
Yeah, at some point you have to stop asking what will people think and start asking what could happen if I actually give myself a chance.
Yeah, great words.
Yep. And then I think the next, how do you call it? The next things that people don't know before, or nobody tells you about starting an online business, is people close to you may not understand. That's a perfect example when I started this online business, because I did not really invite Mike at the initial part of this online business. I signed up, I watched the webinar, I got my strategy call. But then when I told him, he wasn't really also interested in it, because he was a little bit skeptical. He would say that, I don't know about that, and something like that. So some people that are close to you may not understand, because they did not see what you saw. And there are also some family members in our business community who were also very skeptical, because they had bad experience in the past in some other businesses, and they don't want to take another risk, and which is very understandable.
Absolutely, yeah. So, and you say I was a little skeptical. I was a lot skeptical, like a year and a half skeptical. That's how long it took me to get back involved with it. But not everybody's going to support you. Your decision in the beginning, some people may question you.
Mm-hmm.
So, they may be skeptical. Some may not understand why you're doing it. That's for sure, and that's okay. You don't have to convince anybody. Mm-hmm. And that's a great thing about this business. You're not here to convince anybody, hey, you've got to do this. And all you're doing is sharing, as we are now, we're sharing the information and trying to give you more knowledge of looking at an online business, whether you choose this one or you look at something else.
Yeah, the good thing about it too, even though Mike was very skeptical before, he did not stop me from doing this. He slowly actually supported me, even if he did not believe what I was doing. He would still help me when he heard that I was frustrated. I cannot find the buttons or whatever. I would slam my mouse on the table so he can hear it. So he would come and help me. So like I said, he was skeptical. He did not believe what I was doing, but he was very supportive of me. So that's one thing that I really appreciate with him, even though he did not believe what I was doing.
Yeah, because obviously Emily's got her dreams and what she saw from it. I didn't see all that. So of course I'm just like you, sat there now. You've not seen anything, so you're like, well, what's this online business thing? I had a bunch of questions, and
Mm-hmm.
of course over time I got the answers to those and various other things. So
Yeah, so sometimes really the best answer is simply to keep learning, growing, and showing up. And we know that results may take longer than you expect. So that's one thing that because there's so many people when they see a lot of big wins or big results from other people, especially from the people that you know, they may think that, oh my goodness, she's making five figures a month or six figures a month. It will take me a year to make that money. So they jump right into it without really understanding the business, and thinking that their friend's result may be the same as their result. But that's not the case. Sometimes it is, but most of the time it doesn't, because really it depends on you, on how much time you're putting into your business, you know. So results really may take longer than you expect.
yeah, and depending again on how much work you're going to put into it, this is
Mhm.
probably one of the biggest things nobody tells you. You can work hard and still not see immediate results,
Yes.
and that can be really frustrating. But think about any traditional business. Nobody opens a coffee shop, as we said earlier on,
Mm-hmm.
and expects it to become successful overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So why should you expect an online business to be any different? You're building something of your own. You're learning skills, you're building relationships, improving your communication, and figuring out what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So slow progress doesn't mean no progress. It just means that you're learning. So again, like Emily had said, people think, oh, well, I can make, if I can make 100,000 in a month and I'll work at it for 6 months. No, you've got to work. And some people do.
Some people do. Yeah,
Yeah.
you will be pleasantly
Yeah.
surprised.
But don't come in with the expectations.
Expectations.
That's what's going to happen. If it does, that's wonderful. And it's how much you put into it. This isn't a hobby. It's a business, just like we spoke about there. They're opening up a coffee shop. It's a business. So you've got, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So
Yeah, and then also you will hear no. People will say no to you, but the good thing is, excuse me, the good thing is you don't chase people, you don't chase your family and friends. Just like me, I did not even convince Mike to get on board. It was him who came into his senses.
yeah, I was sleeping on the couch. So no, I'm just kidding.
So it was him who realized what this business can bring us, what this business can provide for us. So now he is fully on board. And actually, there were times that he would be the one telling me, oh, did you do this? Did you do that?
That's
And
right.
he would help me to all the emails instead of me, for example, to follow up. There is an automation in our online business that you don't have to do it. But of course, we want to prove that we are not AI. That's why we send personalized emails as well. And Mike is the one who's doing those
Yeah.
things.
So some people say no, and some will show up
Mm-hmm.
or show interest, and then they disappear. Some will ask you questions and then decide it's not for them. And you have to learn not to take that personally. Your job isn't to convince anybody. You're there to share information, excuse me, answer questions, and help the people who want help.
Mm-hmm. People who wants to have change in their life, then allow people to make their own decisions. We always tell people who come to us and ask questions, ask clarity, we always tell them to do your own diligence. We don't want you to jump right away in the online business if you don't have a full understanding of this, because we want you to really 100% on board when you start your own online business.
Yeah, and I'm sure maybe if you've looked at other online businesses, and we've heard stories from other folks as well, that they've looked at other stuff and the people have been kind of high pressure to try and get them to sign on the dotted line, if you want to say. And then once they sign up, they never hear from them again, or they're really difficult to get hold of. It could take them a week, 2-3 weeks to get hold of them. And then if they thought, well, this isn't for me, and they want to get the money back, it's like next to impossible. So we don't do any of that. Obviously we do have a 100% refund. If you do come and you want to take a deep dive, it's $149. If within 30 days you choose, hey, this isn't for me, you get your money back. But as far as communication, we're here, obviously not at your beck and call, but it's super easy to get in touch with.
Yeah, what is beck and call?
Meaning that they can call us at any time of day and night.
Yeah, we sometimes if we are in the middle of something, it may take a few hours before I can get back, but definitely not gonna take 3 weeks to answer, definitely not. And another one is consistency doesn't mean repeating what isn't working, because there are things in the business that I've been doing over and over, and I want to see the results and I don't see it. So I would go online and research a little bit about it why it's not working. And that is very important, because what was that saying says that if you are doing similar things over and over and you don't see results, and you expect,
what's the definition of stupid?
Insanity.
Insanity, yeah. It's doing the same things over and over and expecting different results.
Yes, and that is very important. People always say, just be consistent. Yes, but consistency doesn't mean doing the exact same thing for months or years when it isn't producing results. Sometimes you need to ask, what is working? What isn't working? What do I need to do to change?
Yeah, and again, that's where the mentorship comes in, is because you've got somebody to reach out to and help you and guide you through that, as opposed to being left to try and figure it out by yourself.
Yeah, so we always say to our business partners to keep showing up, but also keep learning and adjusting. That's how you grow. I adjusted in so many different things, because if one thing doesn't work, then I move on to the next one, or I reach out to my accountability partners.
Yeah, and that's another thing as well, is we always put different things on. We come on every night, and by the way, anybody watching, we normally come in at 8:30. We're going to change that to what time?
7:30.
7:30. Yeah, so we're going to be on now 7:30 instead of 8:30.
Because I'm falling asleep. And of course, after the go live, I have to take a shower and relax a little bit. And then by the time I finish all of that,
it's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 or 11 o'clock. Then I'm so tired and I have to go to work tomorrow. Remember, guys, I'm a special ed teacher. I still have a full-time job. And by the way, to those of you who are listening and watching right now, tomorrow we have Q&A. So if you want to attend our Q&A, ask as many questions as you want about the online business, reach out to us or comment below and we'll send you the link.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity, because you don't have to just listen to us. On there, you'll see a bunch of other people that are already in the business as well. So you can ask questions. It's a safe place, if you want to say, where you can come in and just ask any questions. You're not committed to anything. It's just general chit-chat. Yeah, totally free as well. So
okay, so another one that nobody tells you is you will make mistakes. Who doesn't make mistakes? So we made, or especially me, I made a lot of mistakes throughout my journey. but almost 3 years right now. I'm still here. We're now double.
Double the power now, double the mistakes.
Yes. No, I
Now,
refuse that.
yeah, we don't make as many mistakes now because now we know we can reach out to people. There's ways you can find out the answers before you make the mistakes. So you are going to make mistakes.
But we are here to guide you, you know?
So yeah, and we've made plenty. But
Mhm.
mistakes don't mean you're failing by any means.
Yes.
They mean that you're learning. And if you wait until you're completely ready, completely confident, and completely knowledgeable, you ain't never going to start.
Yes. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes, did you hear that?
That's the
Sometimes,
phone.
yes. Another person is reaching out, asking questions about the online business. So sometimes you have to be willing to be a beginner because we all start as a beginner, you
Yep.
know?
So another one is don't compare your beginning to someone else's success. And I
Yeah.
think we kind of touched on that before. Like, don't compare your
Chapter 1.
chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 7, 8, 9, or 10.
Yeah.
You don't know what they've been doing or how they've been doing it or what their situation is.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's situation is different. Social media makes it kind of difficult because you see someone doing well and
think,
oh, why isn't that happening for me? You're putting in all this time and effort, but you don't know how long they've been working. You don't know how many mistakes they've made, and you don't know what happened before the success that you're seeing today. Instead, you're comparing yourself. Instead of comparing yourself, you need to learn from them.
yeah, because they successful people, they leave crumbs. And the good thing about this online business, what I really love about this is they are not hiding anything from you. If you ask them, oh, how do you do this, or how do you you have a very nice post, how do you do that? So they are very willing to um to help you. And if you reach out to them and say, hey, can you be my guest in my Go Live, they if they have the time, they absolutely join you. And if during that time they don't have, they will be like, okay, how about this time? I can do it this time. I can't do it right now because I'm working or whatever. You know, everybody is there to help you.
Yeah, and they want to see you succeed. And that's, again, something you don't normally see in businesses. Everybody wants to see you succeed, so they're going to do everything they can to help you along the way.
Yeah, and another one is people don't tell you that you don't have. Oh, we got a lead. We got a lead right there.
Awesome.
So another one thank you for watching. So another one that they don't really tell you is you don't have to quit your job to start, or you don't have to sell your other business, traditional business, to start this online business, because you can do both. Perfect example, moi. Because I'm still teaching. I still have a full-time special ed teacher job. So I did not quit my job, and like I said, I've been doing this for almost 3 years. And uh, I don't do this business when I'm at work because that's my focus. But when I am driving to go to work, I can go live, or I can call our leads, talk to them, and
then
you know.
and plus when we had the coffee shop, of course, we had that business then, so we were able to talk about it in the coffee shop. You know, we'd have some flyers out there and people would, hey, what's this? So people would be showing interest in it there. So the great thing about this platform is that it's been designed for people who are working. So it does fit in with anybody's schedule.
Yeah, you can find pockets of time here and there for many hardworking people. That's simply not realistic. That is
quitting the job.
that is not true, because when we had the coffee shop, I go to work, my full-time job. I bake for our coffee shop. So I go to the grocery store to pick up supplies. And then when I get home, I still bake for the coffee shop. So, and then this online business. So, in other words, if you really want to be successful, if you really want to change the situation that you're in, then you are going to do everything you can in your power to change that situation.
And it's worth just I guess, a short period of time. Maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's a year, maybe it's 2 years. I don't know. But is it worth putting all the effort that you can put into something that has got the possibility of changing your whole life and your family's life?
Yeah, guys, when I to be honest with you, when I started this online business, it's of course we want time freedom. When I came to the US, that's because I want to give my daughter a better future. But when I almost 3 years ago, or maybe more than 3 years ago, when I started talking about retiring, it was very impossible for me to retire comfortably, and maybe I will work until I'm 65 or I'm 70. I don't really see myself doing that. And it's taking so much time away from my family as well back home. So that's why when I saw this online business, it gives me hope. It gives me peace of mind that I can do something online that I can carry wherever we go and still provide for my financial needs and my family.
So being consistent. So just going back to the thing. So yeah, quitting your job isn't realistic. You've got bills to pay, you've got mortgage to pay, and you've got to start learning while you're actually still working. And the goal doesn't have to be how quickly can I quit my job. Maybe the better question is, how can I start creating more choices for my future? And that's one of the biggest reasons why we started. More so Emily than me coming on board later.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about starting an online business, especially those of you who are hardworking immigrants, maybe stay-home mom, or maybe you have small business, you are business owners. I don't want to tell you it's easy. It's not, because like other traditional businesses, you need to put your time, your effort, and your what else?
Well, yeah, you've got to learn. You've got to, because this was totally new to us. We'd never done anything online. We'd spoke about it in the past, but we didn't really understand how the online business works. So that's going to be a learning curve for you if you're not kind of tech savvy as we weren't. But you've got to learn. You've got to you'll have to grow, and you have to experience some rejection, I guess you could say, and you have to make mistakes along the way. And sometimes your results will take longer than your hopes. As I said, you might not be making $100,000 after 2 months. You might be, but maybe you won't be. I don't know. But that doesn't mean you can't do it. We're still learning right now. We're not where we want to be. We're still growing. We're still adjusting, but we're grateful that we started.
Absolutely. Yeah. Really, this is one of the best decisions that I made, because, like I said, I was scared about retirement or quitting my job, but not anymore. So I leave you with this, or will leave you with this question: if you weren't afraid of failing or what other people might think, what would you start today? And if you're already started, but you're frustrated because things aren't happening as quickly as you hoped, don't automatically give up. Adjust. Maybe adjust whatever you need adjustment in your online business or in your life per se. Because, like we said, if you do the same thing over and over and you're not seeing the results, then maybe you just need a little bit of adjustment. And also, what else do I want to say? Yeah, you talk, Han. I forgot what I was gonna say.
So yes, definitely, as I say, reach out to us. We do have the Q&A tomorrow, so if that's something you're interested in, drop us a note, and we'll send you the link for that. A great opportunity to listen to other people that are in the business, not just listening from us, and a great place to ask questions that you might have, and hopefully we can give you some answers there from it. But definitely well worth it. As I say, it's just an easy chit chat thing. So there's a little presentation that they run through, and then, as I say, you can ask as many questions as you'd like.
Yeah, so if you want to go and visit our website, it's right here, down below our name. It's www.emilyandmiketwig.com, or just comment below, and we are going to reply to all your inquiries.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, everyone, and we always say, please don't forget to pray, because prayers
move mountains. And don't forget, the new time from now on is going to be 7:30 instead of 8:30. So,
yes.
Except tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we can do it, because I have
Master.
6 o'clock, but it's only 8 o'clock, so we can do a few minutes before the mastermind tomorrow. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone. God bless, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Learn